Okay, good evening, Facebook, and if you're watching me on the replay on my YouTube channel, The Mystic Witch, or Lady Moonlight channel, then good evening on YouTube. And welcome to another card and affirmation of the day. Apologies for yesterday. I realised that Facebook comments weren't working for whatever reason, but I have caught up with all the comments after the live. So if you are watching live and I'm not answering the comments, it's not that I'm ignoring you, it's just that Facebook is having an off day and not showing the comments. So I'm going to continue with the Reiki affirmations of the day. As I said in yesterday's video, every day we have, as a Reiki master, I do 5 affirmations every single day. And they keep me on track, they keep me working at a higher level. So every day I will be sharing for the next 4 days now one of those daily affirmations. Yesterday's affirmation was, just for today I will not worry. Today's affirmation is, just for today I will not anger. Now you might think, oh, that's easier said than done, right? Because when things go skeweth in the heat of the moment, sometimes we can't help but get angry at things. But just like worrying is a negative emotion, so is anger. Anger can be a negative emotion, and it can set us off for having the rest of the day having a bad day. We're only human. Yes, we are going to have times when we're going to get angry, right? Maybe somebody pushes our buttons, or things aren't going the way we hoped it would go, or we do something foolish and we kind of beat ourselves up about it. But if you continually say to yourself, just for today, I'm not asking for every single day, I'm not looking too far into the future, I'm not even asking for the here and now, I'm not even asking for whatever's gone in the past. Excuse my parrots, I might have to quieten them. I'm not asking for any of that. All I'm asking for is just for today. Just in this moment. Rocky's in a talking mood, so do excuse him. I don't mind him talking or whistling as long as he doesn't start squawking. So just for today, I will not anger. Just for today. Now you can say that affirmation as many times as you want to say the affirmation throughout the day. But ultimately, when we are saying just for today, we're not saying for today, tomorrow, the next day, or whatever. We're just saying for today. Just for today, I will not anger. Just for today. But here's the thing. If we say that just for today, then the next day we say it just for the day, without looking too far ahead, what you're actually doing is saying to the universe every single day, help me not to get angry. Help me just to let things just slide, just go over my head. Things go wrong, they go wrong. You know, we just need to change it up a little bit. But when we work at a higher vibration and we're asking the universe to help us with our emotions, the universe are going to do that. And one way of asking the universe without directly saying, universe, do this for me, or universe, do that for me, is through affirmations. When we affirm something, when we say something, whether it be out loud or whether it be to ourselves, it doesn't really matter, because the universe hears our thoughts as well. But just by saying, A powerful affirmation such as, just for today, I will not get angry. I've seen others around me getting angry about silly little things that really, in the whole scheme of things, doesn't really matter. And just by talking to them, you can bring them back down to earth and help them to be calm again. But just by doing daily affirmations, I can't stress enough how important doing daily affirmations is. It certainly does help to keep you focused. So just for today, tell yourself, just for today, I'm not going to get angry. Just for today. Doesn't matter what comes my way. I'm not going to get angry about it. I'll deal with it and move on. Because anger is a negative emotion. So there is no point in getting angry about it. Just as well dealing with it, getting it out of the way, and then moving on. Just for today. So I hope that has helped you. I'm going to be using the moon cards today just because I've been called to use the moon cards. So I'm just going to give them a little shuffle and hopefully they don't go flying out of the deck as they normally would do. I'm just checking the comments from time to time. I'm just swiping them because sometimes swiping the comments can help to get things moving as far as Facebook goes. Excuse me for 1 second till I have a little conversation with my little noisy parrot before he gets himself worked up. Always the same when I start doing my lives. Rocky, the oldest parrot, decides he wants in on them, but then he gets so excited he overtakes the show. So sometimes just a gentle reminder that hello, this is his mum's show, not the parrot show. But I wouldn't have him any other way. He can be so adorable. But when you're trying to focus on the cards, it can be just a tad too much. So, but he's usually good at taking a quiet telling off, let's just say. So let's just shuffle these cards and see what our Mother Moon has to say to us. Okay. I do mini versions of these readings on TikTok and Instagram. So I'm on the Mystic Witch on Instagram and TikTok. So go along, give me a follow, give me a like and give me a share, because my hope is that I get to 1,000 followers on both platforms so that I can do live readings over on there as well. So, but I need to get to 1,000 followers before TikTok and Instagram can allow me to go live. So if you're enjoying these cards and you would like me to do cards and thoughts of the day and a few other lives on TikTok and Instagram, then go along to the Mystic Witch. Or check out my website. It's got all my links on there, including my TikTok and Instagram, YouTube channels, etc, etc. Okay, so I'm just going to give these a good old shuffle. And see where we go from here. Okay, so what's today's message? Bring love into the situation. Now this one is such a good one, because we may have people in our lives that really irk us, right? And our first intuition may be, I just want to go off on one, right? I need to get angry with this person. I need to tell this person that I really don't like them, or I really need to, do a negative response rather than a positive one. But when we work with love, we work at a higher vibration. Anything lower than love, we're working at a lower vibration. And when we work at a lower vibration, we're going to block our chakras. We're going to block everything. And we don't want to do that. We need to be always conscious of working at a higher vibration. And that's including working with our enemies. And believe you me, as a traditional witch, I have so many trolls, so many bullies and enemies from the past. Now I could quite easily say, I'm angry with them, or I wish ill health on them, or I wish ill fate, whatever. But I don't, right? And one of the reasons that I don't do this is because that's working at a lower vibration. But I will block them if they are trying to bring my vibration down, by blocking them on social media. They're not in my space. They're not lowering my vibration. They're not able to anger me, right? But like today's affirmation, just for today, I will not anger, right? If I can't see them and they can't see me, they can't anger me. But what I can do is pray that one day they will see a different light. I pray that one day they will see the errors in their way. So I will send them love and healing for whatever's gone wrong in their life, because at the end of the day, if you have people that are coming at you, whether they are trolls, whether they are bullies, whether they are abusers, here's the thing. If they are trying to lower your vibration, their own individual personal lives are already at a lower vibration, right? They're not happy. They may be hurting. They may be have been bullied themselves, and rather than trying to turn that into a positive and blocking everybody, they just want to lash out and hurt everybody and anybody in their sight. They may be jealous of your success. They may be jealous of the gifts that you have. They may be jealous because you have more friends than they have. They may be envious of what you have. They may want to control you because maybe they are being controlled in some aspects of their life. So you can't make two wrongs a right. But what we can do is, if it's on social media, we can block them. There's a block button. If it's in person, we can choose to distance ourselves from the person or the people that are bringing our energies down. We can choose to cut that out of our life, or we can choose to react just the same as what they are doing to us. But then, does that make us any better than them? No. It makes us just the same as them. Right? So, why copy their behaviours? Why copy their reactions to you? Smile, wish them well in life, let them go, and lead with love. Be the sunshine that you want to be in the world or you want to see in the world. Right? If I meet up with a negative person and a positive person, which one am I more liable to spend time with? Certainly is not going to be the negative person, because that negative person is going to pull down my energy. And I won't allow anyone to do that. So I'll avoid the negative person and I will engage in the positive person, because that positive person is working from the highest vibration, which is love. But if somebody's coming at me to hurt me or to put me down or to tell untruths about me, etc., etc., I will block them out of my life without even thinking about it. And I will carry on working at the highest vibration. I get negative comments sometimes on my readings or my posts or whatever. But here's the thing, I can hit delete on those negative comments. Right? I can just dismiss them, because that's my choice. I can either engage in them and be just as bad as what they are, or I can choose to just cut it out and work from the highest level, which is love. People come to me sometimes with their problems, and I will sit without judgment and I'll listen to their problems and I will help them in any way which that I can, without any judgment. Now they can take my advice or they can leave it, that's absolutely fine. It's the same as my readings. They can like my readings or they don't have to like my readings. That's absolutely fine. But at the end of the day, will I stop working at that higher level? No. Because I want to be the light that I want to see in other people in the world. And sometimes your light is exactly what someone is looking for. Somebody might be having a really bad day, and then they get a message from me saying, "How are you today? Haven't heard from you for a long time. I hope you're doing okay. I just popped in to say, thinking of you, and I hope you have a wonderful day." Just a simple message like that can change somebody's day from a bad day into a positive day. So always bring love into a situation and never bring hate into a situation. And when you do that, you lead by example. You bring the sunshine into others' lives in doing that. Many people will say, how can you be smiling all the time and be so happy? Because I refuse, it's my choice, I refuse to allow negativity to affect my aura, to affect my space. I just refuse to do that. And anyone that brings that negativity my way, I will block them out of my life, wish them well, because you're bringing love into the situation. And then I'll go along my merry way. I've done my part. It's up to that individual whether they want to change their vibration from negative to positive. I'm just going to swipe to see if these comments are working, because I don't think Facebook comments are working for some reason. Don't know why. But if you are commenting, I will catch up when Facebook allows me to see the comments after the live. So today's moon is in Aquarius as well. So if you're an Aquarius, right, and you might be feeling that you're at a low vibration today, raise that vibration. You know, cancel, clear, delete all negativity that's around you. Turn it up into a positive. And if somebody is going at you, if somebody is really, really trying to push your buttons and make you angry, just for today, you will not anger, right? Just for today, you'll let it go and you'll bring love into the situation instead. Just for today. Kind of goes hand in hand with the affirmation, and I love how that the cards are working so well with the affirmations. Again, affirmations are things that we put out into the universe. And when we make that affirmation, the universe is always listening. So it didn't surprise me that bring love into the situation. Sometimes when my partner is in a low vibration, I will raise his vibration and allow him to see the positive side of things rather than the negative side. I keep him level. And this is what we should be doing to those that attack us. I'm not saying go out and befriend all your enemies. They don't want your friendship, right? That's why they're attacking you in the first place. They don't want your friendship. But they want to lower your vibration. Don't allow them to lower your vibration. Block them if you need to block them. And then carry on. Wish them well. Whatever you need to do. Come on, you Rocky. I knew Rocky would start sometime. Anyway, I hope that this card of the day has meaning for you. Maybe you're having a bad day, or maybe somebody's trying to bring your vibration down. And if that's the case, start raising it. Raise your vibration. Just for today. Do not anger. Just for today. Even an annoying parrot. Just for today. I will smile because he's whistling. So I hope this has meaning for you. I do apologise if the comments... Oh, have we got comments? Ah, I can see Lucy's comments. Finally. Thank you, Lucy. I'm glad you love my cards. I am hoping that I can go live sometime in the near future on TikTok and Instagram, but I do need 1,000 followers for that. I'm halfway there. I'm over 500 followers, so thank you to all those who have been supporting me on Instagram and TikTok. I do appreciate all of your comments and all of your likes, etc., etc. I'm going to head off, and talking of TikTok and Instagram, I'm going to jump on to those platforms and do my mini card and affirmations of the day. Till then, have a great evening, everyone. If you would like me to pick a card for you on my daily cards of the day, leave me a message and I will do a card of the day for you. Okay, Lucy, I will pick a card for you tomorrow's card of the day. How's that? Unless you would like one now that while the comments are working, I can pick a card for you if you would like one today. Now that the comments are finally working, I just think Facebook is on a go slow just now for some reason. Okay, and I'm not even going to ask you what cards you want because I know you're going to say the Old Faithful. So I'm going to go with the Old Faithfuls and hope that Rocky doesn't get too loud again, because if he does, then he's going to get a little bit of a ticking off. But let's go with the Old Faithful for Lucy. I just think Facebook comments are on a little bit of a go slow today. I have no idea what's happening, but I am so glad that the comments are working now. I knew you would smile at the old faithfuls. I don't have to ask you. Okay. So let us just split this deck and see what the cards have got to say. And anyway, I'm not arguing with your Nan, because your Nan's always here and saying she needs a card today, so pick a card for her today. So, and I'm sure it's your Nan that's winding Rocky up, because he's just been told off for being too noisy. Yep, he's knocking. I don't know if you can hear Rocky in the background, but he's been a bit of a pest today. Yep, she certainly does. She certainly does. I love your Nan. Right, she's actually, she's playing about with my card cloth. I have a little reading cloth that I lay my cards on. And it keeps on sliding around the table. At least she's not chucking the cards. She's just being mischievous, as your Nan always does. Which is probably why Rocky's been a bit mischievous. Okay. I think she does. We have got the Two of Swords. Now, I don't know if there is somebody currently in your life that may be causing a little bit of a friction, right? It's like somebody, I feel that there's somebody in your life that it doesn't really matter, and I feel it's work related. I feel that there is somebody with more so within the work than at home, if that makes sense. But it's like this, it doesn't matter what kind of day you have, it doesn't matter what effort that you put into your work. It's like this person has to find fault. And I feel that this person doesn't just do it with you. I feel this person does it with quite a few people. Right? They're always finding fault. It might just be a little niggle. It might be that they're just having a bad day themselves, so they want to lash out at others, if that makes sense. Yeah, so you know who this person is. Thank you for the confirmation on that. Now, deep within this person's own life, your Nan is telling me that this person has a lot of underlying issues within their own lives. And just like the previous card has said, sometimes when people are looking for faults in us or looking for faults in others, things aren't tickety-boo in their life. Things are maybe not so good. That person may have a partner who is always criticizing what they're doing. That person may be jealous that others around them in the workplace are doing a better job than what they maybe do themselves. Maybe they're a slow learner. Maybe they would like everybody to do things their way, not your way, kind of thing. And so they have to flex their muscles and they have to find fault in others. And there's a lot of people in life that can be like that. They want to be better than others, or there's something going on in their lives. Maybe somebody is picking faults in things that they're doing at home or within work. So rather than dealing with their own lives, their own situations, etc., they like to then, it's a bit like when a child has been abused, for example. When that child grows up, that child has two choices. They can either learn that abuse is the way to go and become an abuser themselves when they're adults. Or they can choose to get away from that abuse and be anti-abuse. Ultimately, the choice is there. And sometimes they don't even have that choice, because sometimes the abuser can groom them so well that they don't know any different. They don't know right from wrong. A child will learn from its parents, right? So if its parents are abusing, chances are 9 out of 10 times they'll be abusers when they are older. Sad but true. So we don't always know what's going on in another person's life. But we can help them by understanding that things might not be right in their world. And we can turn their negativity into positivity. We can bring love into the situation, if that makes sense. Exactly. There you go. And who better to open them up to that than yourself? Because you understand where they're coming from, right? It's not going to happen overnight. We can't change somebody's hurt overnight. But just having an understanding of it and just having a listening ear can go a long, long way in helping that person and diffuse the conflict that this card is going on about. And because it's a 2 of swords and not a higher number, it means that this person is fixable, right? It means that we can reach this person on a soul level, just with a little bit of bringing love into the situation, a higher vibration into the situation, being the light in their dark world, and just not reacting in a negative way when they're being negative with us, but just smiling and say, okay, thank you for that advice. I'll maybe try it that way. That makes them feel good, right? For example, if somebody was to come at me and say, Lady Moonlight, I don't like your cards. I think you should pick this card, or I think you should do it this way, or I think you should do that way. I could turn around and say to them, well, how dare you say that? You know, my cards are really good, or my cards are this and that next thing. Instead, I'll say, do you know what? Thank you for your opinion. I trust my cards. And I can't change the way that I read my cards. So I'm going to continue to do my cards my way. But if I'm not the reader for you, that's absolutely okay. Because there are other readers that I can point you in that reader's direction. So can you see where I can change that from being negative towards them and changing it into, that's okay. I get it, you don't like my cards. Well, how about I lead you to somebody else? Maybe you'll like their cards a little bit better, right? I'm diffusing the situation. I'm turning their negative reaction towards me into a positive reaction back at them. And when we do that, they kind of, you kind of take them aback a little bit, because that's not what they're expecting. Because in the past, people that don't understand that when people are lashing out, they're lashing out because they're hurting themselves. So they expect the person that they're lashing out at to lash back at them. And then they feel a little bit better because, okay, I've made you hurt now. So I feel a little bit better because I've made you hurt. But when you come to them with love and understanding and just smile and say, okay, thank you for that advice. You know, this is the way I normally do it, but, you know, I thank you for your advice anyway. They're not expecting that kindness, right? Because they're not used to people being kind to them. They're used to people just throwing back at them. And sometimes it's true what they say in life, isn't it? We don't hurt our close friends and family unless we're hurting ourselves. And if we're hurting ourselves, we will hurt the ones closest to us. Because in hurting the ones closest to us, we know that they're never going to judge us, they're never going to turn away from us. Right? They're just going to say, oh, she's having a bad day. She'll feel better the next day. And normally they do, right? And then families pick themselves out. So this card is saying, yes, keep doing what you're doing because you're going to avoid conflicts. But ultimately, at the end result is that you're leading by example. You're being the light that this person is so desperate to find in the world. And yeah, sometimes, you know, if we're going through a bad time, I know when I went through 30 years of abuse, the thing that I should have done, i.e. speak out, talk about it, I didn't. I bottled everything up. And I feel that this is what this person is doing. They're bottling everything up because they can't talk about it. Because who would listen? But just with patience, love, and a little bit of understanding, we can turn that around. So I hope that has meaning for you. Oh, I'm so glad you're staying true to you. Well, your Nan is saying keep doing what you're doing. Keep staying true to you. And sometimes, yeah, that long ride home might be just what you need to diffuse the situation, to diffuse everything, you know. I always say, count to 10. You know, if I get angry, I'm like, just breathe. Count to 10 or whatever, put some music on, just ground myself and carry on, right? Because the fault doesn't lie with me, it lies with them. I've done all that I can to help them. And yeah, there are times we do have to speak up and say, no, you've pushed me a little bit too far. I get what you're saying, but, you know, sometimes you have to be upfront, but in a nice way. Kill them with kindness. Yep, just taking time out, just even, you know, I'm having a toilet break, I'm having a restroom break, and you kind of go into the restroom and go, right, calm down, give myself a few minutes, straighten my crown, and away back in again. But some people can't do that. Some people just get so hot-headed and they just lash out, and then we have this conflict situation going on. But if we can diffuse that conflict, then all the better. I know, your Nan showed me. That's why I brought the restroom into it. She's like, yep. How spooky is that? But yeah, you know, I used to do, when I worked as a carer, and anybody that's been a carer will know exactly what I'm going on about as well. You know, you can have your clients kick off, and then you're just like, I need 5 minutes to go for the, you know, and you ask your colleague to take over, and you go into the room and you kind of, you know, we've all done that, right? We've gone into the ladies' room or whatever else, and we just let rip, and then you're like, right, okay, whew, breathe. Let's go in and sock it to them. And then you kind of go back in and carry on as if nothing had happened. But yeah, that's crazy. Yes, she is. But she does say she draws the line at going into the cubicle with you, right? She'll be with you in the ladies' room and she'll be listening to you screaming at yourself or whatever else and just like, whew, let's just start. But she says she draws the line at going into the cubicle. You're on your own there. I love your Nan. She is just, she just says it. She just has it as it is. She said, no, I'll stand at the hand basins with her, but don't ask me to go into the cubicle. That's just, she said, no, I can't do that. Yes, she does listen. Yep, she does listen. But I feel that you needed to hear that today. She needed to tell you that today. And I love that your Nan always has some kind of confirmation. Especially when she's trying to describe things. Because I'm like, well, what's the best way of me describing to Lucy how to take that deep breath within a working environment? And I just had this vision in my mind's eye of the ladies' room, let's just say. Now, I don't know if your work ladies' room is dimly lit, but she's showing me a dimly lit ladies' room. It's like there's not a lot of light in there. It's kind of like a dull light. I don't know if that makes sense. But she's kind of saying, it's all right, but there could be a little bit more light in there. So I don't know if your ladies' room at your work, because your Nan brings up some conversations, let me tell you. Oh, bless. Well, you're doing the right thing with this person. Keep being understanding. Oh, that's the one she's describing then. I take it you did a lot more time out in that one than you do in this one then, because she's kind of showing me this one for some reason. Maybe I don't know, maybe your Nan liked the dark. I don't know why she showed me that one. Maybe she'll show me the better one. There you go, see? Oh my gosh. But yeah, sometimes a little bit of a lighter atmosphere is better than a darker one, but I feel that she needed you to hear this today in this message, and Rocky's agreeing. Rocky has been ringing his bell constantly. I don't know if you can hear his bell in the background, but he's kind of just... He's in one of those I'm going to be mischievous moods whether you like me to or not. He's a wild one, is that Rocky? Oh, bless. Yeah, motivational talks, it's good. Restrooms are the best place for motivational. Why? Because you've got a mirror, right? Right? So what do? We stand in front of the mirror and we talk to ourselves. Right? We look at our reflection and think, come on, pull yourself together. Get your big girl's knickers on and let's just get this done. Right? Sometimes we don't even realise we're doing that. Right? Even in our homes, if things are getting on top of us, I think it's a woman thing. Right? Personally, I just think it's a woman thing, right? But we're always looking for the mirror, right? I'm going to take time out. So where do we go, right? We go into the restroom. Why? Because there's a mirror in there. There's a mirror in the bathroom. And while we're washing our face, we're kind of going, come on, pull up your big girl's pants and get this done. What you're worried about, blah, blah, blah. And we don't even realise we're doing it, right? But we're talking to our reflection in the mirror. We're giving ourselves that needed pep talk, right? And then we come out smiling and the world's a better place. Well, parrots are spiritual birds. Who knows? He may have been like astral travel into Lucy's world and thinking, oh, she looks pretty hot today. So yeah, I'm so glad that one, the comments worked eventually. Took their bleeding time about it, but I'm glad that the comments are working and I'm able to have a conversation with you while I'm live and able to do your card for you. Now, anyone else that's watching and you would like me to do a card for you during my card of the day, then please drop a comment. Send me a message and saying, could I have a card today? And I will do that for you. Even if you're watching on replay on my YouTube channel and you would like me to do a card of the day, maybe you're not on Facebook but you would still like a card of the day, no problem. Leave me a message on YouTube and I will add your reading for that day on there. As I said, I am hoping if I can get another 400 or 500 followers on Instagram and TikTok, then I will be able to do live readings on there as well instead of the mini readings. So if you're on any of these platforms, please hit that like, hit that follow, leave me a comment, tap the screen on there because that blows up the hearts and gets my videos out there, and click the share button as well. Even if you don't share it, just clicking that share button and then hitting copy link, that fools TikTok and Instagram into thinking you've shared that video and it boosts the video. So little tips like that. In fact, I might just use that for my TikTok and give people a little bit of TikTok tips for that. So thank you, Lucy, for joining me today. Thank you, Rocky, for chirping in. Oh, you're more than welcome. Your Nan says you're welcome. Anything to help. And your Nan's like that. She's like, try and stop your Nan, right? I ain't going to stop her, right? I want all my cards in their place, so upsetting your Nan is not an option. Just saying. Because been there and done that, where I've come in and all the cards are lying all over the floor. A bit like yesterday's reading. I was shuffling the cards and one of the cards flew under the table. And at first I couldn't understand where it had gone. She'd hidden it under the table leg. Because I'm like, okay, I saw the card drop on the floor, where the heck is it? It was under the table leg. And I'm like, how the heck? I'm not even going to ask how she did that. I'm not even going there, but yeah, it kind of works that way sometimes. So have a great evening, Lucy. I'm going to jump off and do my little TikTokies and my Instagrams. I'm also going to post this onto the Mystic Witch YouTube channel and the Lady Moonlight YouTube channel. So, and I look forward to doing another card and affirmation of the day tomorrow. Till then, love and bright blessings from myself, the Mystic Witch. See you all tomorrow. Love and blessings.